Morning, homies. How we doing? It's Friday. Let's have a good one. Car Talk episode 2. Bring your questions. Drop a question in the box. I will answer 2 of the best questions. Let's put in this work today. So we can enjoy and relax on the weekend. Unfortunately, I don't really relax on the weekend. I try to take a couple, at least 10 hours off, but it's hard. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're healthy. Hope you're safe. Did you guys get your Starbucks? Machine Adam. Where's Adam? How are you, Adam? Adam, how are you? Alright, homies, let's do it. Yo, Koval, shalom, אחי. אחי, shalom, היקר. Did you guys and girls go to my newest YouTube video? Strengthen the feet, strengthening the ankles. Chance to win a free program. All you gotta do is comment hashtag RickFitSquad. If you support me, let me know how that video helps you, how my content helps you. You might even have a better chance to win. I play outside back or center back. Play as a center back in a 3 usually, but can also play in a 4-4-2. Depends on the system, depends on the coach. Right now I'm in New York, Nick. How's Orebro treating you, my guy? I'm glad my soccer posts are like. Am I a Christian? I don't talk about religion or politics on my social media. Just strictly football, fitness, improving your life, improving your health. The Wim Hof Method is very good, but there's a couple things, like, you know, I've heard a couple very good things. I've heard a couple bad things. Personally, I'm a type A. I'm a driven guy, as I think you guys and girls should all see. I'm very ambitious. I'm very driven. I'm very motivated. I don't need any more motivation. I need, like, a cooling down. And if you want to get it, let's talk. So I can explain this to you. We're gonna have to get a little sciencey. There's 2 main branches of the nervous system: the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. The sympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight nervous system. That is something that was developed, obviously, through evolution, when people were in, you know, the jungles, running from animals, fighting animals, killing animals, whatever. It's a fight or flight state that should only be used in emergency situations. On the other hand, the parasympathetic state is the rest and digest state. This is the state where we're most relaxed. This is the state that we want to be in when we want to recover our body and our mind. When we're constantly in a sympathetic state, and, you know, unfortunately in today's day and age, I see a lot of overly stressed people. When we're in a sympathetic state, it's hard to recover from our training. It's hard to recover from physical and mental stress. So, the whole thing, what I'm saying here is, I'm always, like, driven. I'm always motivated. So I want to get into more of a parasympathetic state. Wim Hof is very intense breathing. I would only recommend it to people who have total control of their mind and their body and have a good relationship with their body and who know what they're doing. And for the first couple sessions, I would recommend being supervised by a friend. And then, as always, when doing anything, take it gradually. I wouldn't try to hold your breath as long as you can. I would just pick a number, just feel the feelings. And yeah, as always, don't go too hard on it. Take it slowly, step by step. It's a gradual process with anything you do. And I'm personally more of a, I like to just focus on my deep breathing. I like to do mindfulness. I have the app Calm, very good app. Headspace is also a very good app. I'm not sponsored by either, but you can try those two apps. They're simple breathing apps that really get you in tune and mindful with your mind and body. Those I would recommend. I would start with that before moving on to Wim Hof, and I would recommend Wim Hof for more experienced meditators. Glad my content helps you. Is there anything you regret during your teenage years? It's a good question. I think I'm going to answer that. Okay. Is there something I regret during my teenage years? 100%. 100%. Let me get into this. I always bring up this quote to younger guys. There's a quote by Daniel Sturridge. I'll post it after this IG Live, where he talks about like the most important developing years are between 14 and 17. Because, as you get into 14, 15, 16, 17, the girls start coming around, the nice clothes start coming around, the watches. You start getting into more material things. You want to act cool. You want to be cool for no reason. And let me tell you what happened to me in the story, and then I'll give you what you guys and girls should do, especially you youngsters. And, this is kind of a regret of mine, but I don't second guess anything. Everything happens for a reason, and that's why I'm so hungry now. So when I was 13, 14, I was like one of the best players in the state in New York. I was playing, with the state team, with the Rough Riders. I was a top player. I was, really flying, doing well. I was actually playing, I think, as a forward or attacking mid at the time. Was a big goal scorer. And I think, what age is 14? 9th or 10th grade. And where I come from, the town I live in, and this is the problem with the U.S., it's getting better now. But in the U.S., people, they'll call you foot fairy, and, soccer is a girl's game, and a ton of bullshit, And I didn't have the knowledge or mentors like you guys, have as me or, Matt Sheldon, my guy Andrew Mullen. All, these guys are all mentors that have been through things. And honestly, I think, people say that social media is bad, but like I always say, there's pros and cons to everything. Moral of the story, you guys and girls have me as a mentor, and I'm trying to help you and give you advice. And I wish I did back then, because I was young, and things, in terms of the brain, you can really get into someone's brain at that young of an age because you don't have, strong influence. You don't really have your own beliefs and motives yet. And I kept thinking, man, maybe soccer is a girl's game, And I swear, I remember, this was even in middle school maybe or high school. I went to go try out to play American football. And I was like, yeah, this is a man's game. I'm gonna play American football. And I was a good player. I'm being honest, I was a good footballer. And I went to go play American football, and I was on this team I was telling you about, one of the top teams in New York. We used to go to, tons of tournaments. Wow, that stuff was fantastic as a footballer. Those tournaments, such good times. But we would go to tournaments and, I would kill it. I would get these MVP awards. And I literally stopped, I was still on the team. I stopped going to practice. In 2 miles,
use the right 2 lanes to take exit 31A toward Jones Beach.
And they kicked me off the team. I was, the best player on the team. They kicked me off. And that's my biggest regret. I thought I was, too cool for soccer. I stopped playing the game for 2 years. And obviously that halted my development. Between 14 and 16, I was like in and out of playing American football, lacrosse, basketball, and I stopped playing soccer because I got convinced by some schmucks that football isn't a man's game. And, the moral of the story is, I wish there's a state trooper here. Hold on, guys. We're good. Moral of the story is, I wish that I didn't listen to people, and I just stuck with my goal, and I continued playing football because I don't know where I would have been. I don't know where I would have been if I, developed those 2 years and didn't stop playing. I mean, you lose a lot. When you stop playing for a couple months, you lose a lot. So, and those are your key development years between, I would say, 14 to 19. Not saying you can't develop after that age, but that's when everything really, really gets ingrained into your mind and body and your feet. So the moral of the story is, if you have a goal, if you have a passion, if you are very good at something,
in a quarter mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 31A toward Jones Beach.
When I always say, what's that common saying? Whatever. Basically, don't care what others think. Obviously,
use the right 2 lanes
now,
to take exit 31A, then
do what
keep
I
left.
do, and the people who love me, the people who like me, stick by my side. The people who hate me, don't like me, I weed them out. That's fine. And that's really what I'm trying to get at. Do what you love, and you will, you could even go back to the law of attraction. You do what you love, you put the action that you want into place, and good things will happen. You'll surround yourself with good people that want the best for you, that will support you and your goal, like-minded people.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
The whole thing here is stick with your goal. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If you really believe you're a very good footballer, or if you're listening to this and you play a different sport. All right, state police, hold on, guys.
In half a mile, take exit M1W for Old Country Road West toward Mineola.
One second, guys. If you're a good athlete, if you are a good footballer, stick with the game. And I get a lot of people commenting, a lot of guys and young girls commenting, oh, what if my parents
take exit M1W, then turn right onto Old Country Road.
What if, these people don't support me? That's fine. Use it as motivation. It's called the dark side. Tune into that dark side and really hone in on it. This is the power of the human mind and the human body. Use your actions instead of just speaking and telling your this will be used as evidence. Instead of speaking, what you want, your dreams, your goals to your parents and them not supporting you, show them with your actions. Get to sleep early. Go to bed early. Eat healthy. Train hard. Train smart. Show them that you are obsessed with the game. 24/7. You're watching football. You're eating well. You're taking care of your body.
Turn right
you're
onto
sleeping.
Old Country Road.
You're not going out with friends and bullshitting. And I'm not saying not to go out with friends. That's huge. That's important. But you got to pick the right times. You got to find that balance. And I'm not saying that balance is easy. But if your dream, your goal is to be a top footballer, and you're a young, even if you are, my age and you still want to play professionally, it's obviously much, much harder. But your life has to align around those goals. And
continue on Old Country Road for 1 mile.
Aligns around those goals, you're not going to get to where you want to get to. So the moral of the story is, stop listening to others. Don't listen to people say that, people were telling me footy is a girl's game, calling me a footy fairy. And it was getting into my head. I was young. I didn't know better. I was like, yeah, maybe they're right. Maybe I should go play American football and be a tough guy. Fuck that. That's nonsense. Football is the real football, So, if you really want to get to the next level, do everything. And that's one thing I wish I did everything at a younger age. So you guys and girls have so many free resources. You can watch people, their day in the life. I'm vlogging today, by the way. You better subscribe to the YouTube to see it. You can watch people, what they do day to day. Watch pros. So emulate them. Imitate them. Take after them. Use them as your role models. Do what they do. And I'm not saying do the exact same training load. As always, you take bits and pieces from everyone. But if it's unbelievable that you guys and girls could have role models like Matt Sheldon, like Jack Blake, like me, like my guy Mooley. You can have these guys as role models. And you can apply what they do to your game. And number one thing is to become a pro, to become anything. If you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to become a CEO, treat yourself like that now. Doesn't matter if you're not there yet.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Washington Avenue.
Create your environment and build a circle around you that supports that goal. And you will get there. I don't know how long it will take, but if you really want it bad enough, I'm not Eric Thomas. I'm not here to give you some bullshit
Turn
motivation.
left onto Washington Avenue.
I'm telling you the truth. If you sleep right, if you get to sleep at the right time, you wake up at the right time, you do your journal, you plan your day, you get a good breakfast in, you get a good morning session in. Whatever you do after that, if you go to school, if you have another job, you do that. You do your other work. Boom, after that, after your 6 to 10 hours, whatever you put in, boom, you get another session. Obviously, you get a healthy lunch in as well. After that, you get another session. Get a good dinner in. At night, you wind down. You have a nice nighttime routine. You do your stretching. You take care of your body. Boom, repeat. It's not a sexy life. It's routine. It's take things day by day, step by step. Have those long-term, those 3-year, those 5-year, those 10-year goals, but you got to reverse engineer. Master every single day. You're going to master the week, which is going to help you master the month, help you going to master the year. And if you're consistent with that,
continue on Washington Avenue
you don't know
for
where
half
you
a
can end
mile.
up. And that's the beauty of everything. Like, everyone wants to know, how long is it going to take me to be a pro? How long is it going to take me to get abs? How long is it going to take me to gain muscle? Just be consistent with the right actions, and you'll find out yourself. One thing I do know is the more disciplined and detailed you are with everything, the faster you get there. The more
in a
consistent
quarter mile,
you are,
turn
the
right
faster
onto
you'll get
11th
there.
Street.
No one's promising anything. Nothing's promised. Tomorrow's not promised. I'm freaking filming an IG live driving. Schmuck I am. But yeah, that's the moral of the story. Hope this motivated you. It really motivated me.
Turn right onto 11th Street.
Actually motivated me, speaking to you guys about it. So, stop worrying about the nonsense. Focus on you. If you really want it bad enough, you will get it. Have a good day.
Continue for 1 mile.
How's that jawline looking? Decent, huh? Have a good one. Yo, how do you exit this? My guy Mooley, we know about the compound effect.